Yo, what's up, everybody? So Friday night we saw the Pacers and OKC back at it again. Game 4, huge game, right? The Pacers win, they go up 3-1, most likely take the series. If the Thunder win, they tie 2-2 and take back home court advantage because there's only 3 games left after that. So 2 games in OKC, only 1 game in Indiana. So what we saw was Shea Gilchrist show why he's the MVP, why he's a superstar. Magic Johnson said the other day, what he defines a superstar is somebody who can, you know, fill up the arena, right? When they go traveling, you want to go see them. LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD at a certain point in time. I think even now, KD, those guys, Michael Jordan, obviously, right? Kobe Bryant, those guys who you had to go see. And we really haven't seen those guys too much, but there are like other superstars, like for example, Tim Duncan was a superstar, but you didn't necessarily want to go see Tim Duncan play, right? It wasn't like that amazing, right? Watching San Antonio play Tim Duncan, but he was a superstar, right? I think Shea's kind of in that realm of like a, Tim Duncan, smooth game, but he's not very like electrifying the way he plays that makes you like want to go and see, right? So, it's different tiers or whatever, but I do think his game is that of a superstar, right? So we saw Shea take over, and we saw Thunder pretty much do to Indiana what Indiana's been doing to everybody else, which is staying in there, and in the fourth quarter, just take it. And that's what happened. So we're gonna take a look at that and see what happened.
Back to 4. Caruso, SGA, Holmgren, Williams, and Lou Dort out there for OKC. Williams looking. SGA has it.
This is something key that OKC started doing down here in the fourth. So you see that switch that just happened. Them taking Nemhard off of them bringing SGA and Jalen here. We're doing a pick and roll, right? And you got Nemhard and Naismith here switching. Now Nemhard was doing a really good job on SGA, right? Making it difficult on him. SGA was still kind of getting what he wanted, but not that easy. Naismith can't guard SGA at all. So down here you see they're doing a switch, and you're gonna watch SGA go to work, and they're gonna repeat doing this throughout their offensive possessions.
Time it's Naismith on him. Tries to draw a foul, and he does. Naismith had his hand in there, and Gilgeous-Alexander will shoot just his 3rd and 4th free throw of the game.
You put your 2 players in the screening action out front. There's the switch. Nemhard gets off as soon as he's got his left arm. Free throws allow him to rest a little bit.
Yeah, relaxing. That helps him.
And he doesn't just get to the free throw line. He knocks him down 86% during the playoffs. Thunder back within 2, 3.5 remaining. Halliburton drives all the way to the rim. Layup is good. More Halliburton heroics.
The tough move by Holly right there.
Back to 4.
Boy, he rejects the screen. It keeps that other defender away, and down he goes.
Now watch, they're gonna do it again right here. Switch. He's got him here.
SGA again. Naismith. Nemhard lurking. Back to Williams. Thought about a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander hits a 3. Clutch bomb from SGA. 1-point game with 2:50 remaining. Only their 3rd 3-pointer of the game. Nemhard using the screen. He drives inside. Well defended. Holmgren and Caruso right there. The Thunder a chance to take the lead.
And what you see here too is also just really great defense by OKC. These Pacers shots are not easy. That bucket that Holly made previous, that layup, that was a tough layup. Nemhard right there, that was a tough drive. Chet completely blew that up. And once again, you see SGA about to go to work on Naismith right here.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, pulls back. Baseline jumper's good. OKC with their first lead of the second.
Just smooth. And you may want to say that's a travel. The way the NBA is now, that's a gather. Because I see dudes doing that all the time. So I saw some people saying that's a travel. To me, that's a gather nowadays, right? Back in the day, sure, that is a travel, but to me, at this point in time in the NBA, that's a gather.
Half. And a timeout call from Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander with a big bucket.
So I thought possible offensive foul, no whistle. He's got, after the gather, the 2 steps. How this guy gets back on balance to make that shot is crazy.
He's got their last 9 points. Siakam, Neesmith. Neesmith kicks it out. Turner wants to get it to Haliburton. Knocked away, stolen by Dort. Dort in the front court, down the lane, goes up, shot blocked. Caruso right there, but a foul. And Dort misses the free throw. Games like this, sometimes it comes down to made or missed free throws. Dort 1 for 2. And OKC up by 2. Haliburton looking for an opening. Finds Neesmith.
He's going to attack Shai. He doesn't want to bring over another small.
Haliburton looking, Holmgren on him. Fakes, step back, puts up a 3. Won't go. Siakam.
No heroics for Haliburton this time around, all right? And shout out to Chet. I mean, he was moving his feet. Now, they have been picking on him all game. Haliburton boom past him or getting a foul call. But right there, he was with them step by step. It reminds me of when Kevin Love was with Steph Curry, step for step, in that 2016 finals. Now, Steph probably could have gone to the rim, but he wanted to take a 3. Haliburton, yeah, I think he wanted to take a 3. He believes he can make every shot late, but this time not so much. The magic might be gone, y'all. All right, the magic for the Pacers might be gone.
Couldn't hold on, and it's going to be OKC ball with 1:41 remaining. Thunder desperately trying to even up this series. A big fourth quarter, a quarter they've struggled at times here in these finals.
Watch it, they're gonna run it here again.
Jalen Williams drives, pulls back, puts it up. Won't go. Haliburton the rebound. Under a minute and a half remaining.
A big possession for Indy. Got to get a bucket.
Turner upside. Nembhard. Turner gets in his way, and they'll reset. Nembhard thought about a 3. He's got Holmgren on him. Nembhard pulls back, puts it up. Williams with the rebound.
They try to pick a Holmgren again. Kept them feet moving. Stuck with him.
They've had some good looks, just not going down right now for Indiana. And the Thunder holding on. Each team has timeouts remaining. Both teams in the penalty. Williams to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, turns, shoots, and a foul with 0.3 of a second remaining on the shot clock. More free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Fans gonna be mad, but that was a foul. Watch the replay.
This is what they go to.
The finals, 44 seconds remaining, and if you're OKC, this
Thunder
is
showing some grit and toughness.
They've passed every test so far during these playoffs. This is the latest. Right now have a 4-point lead. 8 straight points for OKC. 38 seconds remaining. Haliburton on the drive. Holmgren. Haliburton again. Goes inside. Spins up top. Turner. Turner sidestep. 3-pointers up. Won't go. Rebound. Fought for. Diving. And a loose ball foul. To come back and win. But
now this right here, this is when it was for sure over. And once again, shout out to Chet for the good defense. But old boy here could not make a free throw. He could not make a free throw to save his life. Mathurin here could not make a shot to save his life. A free throw, I mean. And yeah, it just gets ugly.
As Mathurin misses the free throw. And misses both. And a timeout called by Mark Daignault. Williams gets free, and Mathurin called for a hold before the ball is inbounds. Mathurin, his second.
And then bro went and fouled before let him in. So now they get to shoot a free throw and they get the ball. And on those type of fouls, anyone can take the free throw. So of course they put SGA, their best free throw shooter, on the line.
Called the foul. We get the second look at it. And there he had it. He had the left wrist.
You don't see that called a lot at end of games.
Right.
To the players, and will inbound to Caruso. Still 23.4 left. Good ball denial. Ball deflected, tipped, and stolen. Mathurin comes up with it. Goes inside for the layup. Oh, and a foul as Williams goes down hard.
I thought it was curtains for Jalen right there. That's a rough fall. All right, I seen guys have like not as bad looking falls, and it's a severe injury. I think we saw Steph and Jimmy Butler have 2 falls, and they both have pelvic contusions.
That was a tough fall there.
Well, Mathurin, who just missed a couple of free throws, misses his 3rd in a row. That one goes down.
He made 1. All right. And, to go 1 for 4 at this point in time, right? Like it could have been 105 to 107, right? And then even if let's say he fouled or whatever, then you got 108, and then it could have been 108 to 107, right? So those missed free throws really changed the game, and it kind of reminds you of Nick Anderson in the was it? I forget. It was in the 90s though. It was, I forget. Maybe it was 90. It was the years Jordan was gone when Houston won the finals. All right. Anyways, Nick Anderson for the Magic could not make his free throws to seal the game for Orlando, and they lost. And the dude was like a 80-some% free throw shooter. Ever since that game, the dude's like free throw percentage drops like a 60% for the rest of his career. Whatever career he had after that. And sometimes that happens, man. You're mental in these moments here, and you fold, and you just it just happens, and it costs you a series, and it definitely cost Orlando that series, and that was just game 1.
Back to 4. Shot clock turned off. And a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Mathurin. And the same thing, the ball had not been inbounded. With a 32-point game, played 40 minutes.
In this 4th quarter, wore down Indiana so far.
Still time left, and still a timeout left. Williams poked out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Indiana to make it difficult to get it in. Now SGA gets away.
And these errors by Mathurin pretty much seal the game. There really isn't anything to watch after this point, right? It's just going to be more free throws. So let's not waste our time. But those type of games, man, those type of mistakes can like change your outlook on your career, right? Who knows what, maybe Mathurin shrugs this off, he comes back strong, or you see a guy just, possibly for maybe just a series or possibly for his career. These type of moments change things. The dude had missed free throws and then 2 terrible mistakes, right? Of inbound fouls. And so, that type of stuff is rough. He was the hero of game 3, right? Like couldn't miss, kind of sealed that game for Indiana, and then he's pretty much the a big contributor of the loss in game 4 because of the missed free throws and those fouls. So we'll see what happens. I personally think OKC is going to go ahead and win game 5 in OKC, and then I think win game 6 in Indiana. And so I got this going 6 games, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins game 6. I would be extremely surprised to win game 5. I think OKC is definitely going home and taking game 5. I think they're going to 3-2 for sure. Let me know what y'all think. Leave some comments, and I'll be back soon.